Hello, Eben Pinion here with another knife review for you, and this comes from Kershaw. It's the Kershaw Injection 3.0. 3.0 standing for the blade length. There is a 3.5 which has a 3.5 inch blade. You heard me ramble on about EDC in a lot of my videos. What's good for EDC and so forth, or at least in my opinion. When it comes to knives, I'm usually not into knives of this size. A little larger, like the 3.5, would probably be something that, you'd, I guess, associate me with more than the 3.0. But I actually really like this knife. As far as you've heard me talk about certain EDC knives that I think are great, such as the Kershaw Blur, Spyderco Tenacious, the Benchmade Griptilian, the Ontario Rat 1, are like my tops. This would be among the tops. This is a really good knife. I'm very surprised at how much I like it. There's almost nothing I can say bad about this knife. There's one thing that I do have against it, but that's just one minor issue. And I'll talk about that in a minute. You'll notice that the hardware on the back is shiny and polished somewhat, and the hardware on the front is not. These black screws actually didn't come with it. I put those on, but I like that kind of contrast there. This is a Todd Rexford design knife, and it's actually, it's actually pretty inexpensive. It has these sort of smoothed out G10 handle scales over stainless steel liners, full stainless steel liners. There's a nice back spacer here that goes up to here, but it's kind of given a sort of custom look to it. There is an inset lanyard hole here. You see the pin right there. You slide your lanyard in through that. And this pivot right here, actually it's the same. It was the same. Comes the same way on this side, but again I changed the pivot out mainly because I find this pivot a lot easier to adjust. This pivot screw, it's a lot easier to adjust than the one that it came with. But now it's perfectly adjusted. Centers perfectly. Has a tip-up carry pocket clip for right hand or left hand. So that's pretty nice. Has dual thumb studs. And they're pretty big and easy to get to. And when it opens up, you have that 3-inch drop point that's full flat ground, bead blasted, and that is my major, or well, you could say minor gripe, I should say, against this knife. It doesn't actually take away from me liking the knife. It's just a minor issue I have. Bead blasting tends to make the knife more susceptible to rust, so that's why I don't like it. But I haven't had a problem with it so far. So the blade is made out of 8CR13 MOV, so not a bad steel, especially for the price. You can get this for around like $30 or less, 25-30 bucks. So, and it's worth it, I think. It has a nice thick liner lock, keeps really secure. There's no blade play, and it's actually quite comfortable. It's quite ergonomic. I'm usually able to get that out quicker, but now that I'm in front of the camera, it's not going to do it. There you go. But, reasonably thick blade, as well. It's a good, nice, thick spine for it, too. Offers a very nice point. Very nice point. Enough belly and everything to get your cuts done. I mean, there's not enough good things I could say about this knife. I am just very impressed by the quality of it. It's one of their Chinese offerings, and Kershaw just keeps getting it right, or at least most of the time. I mean, 9 out of 10 times, with my experience with them, they get stuff right. You know, with their American stuff, definitely, and with their Chinese stuff as well. It's just amazing that they do it so well. I'm just very impressed by it, and this knife is no exception to that. I'm very impressed with this knife. I think it is definitely a home run, and worth getting from Kershaw if you're in the market for a little nice EDC blade. This is the one to get, definitely. Alright, that is my review of the Kershaw Injection 3.0. Thanks for watching, and God bless.